The interrogation room was small, too small. Cold walls, a metal table, and a flickering fluorescent light that hummed like it had been awake longer than anyone in the building. On one side sat 2 detectives. On the other, a man who looked like he hadn't slept in days. His name was Evan Cole, mid-30s, quiet, calm, and unsettlingly composed. He didn't ask for a lawyer. He didn't ask for water. He just stared at the table, as if reading something invisible. The footage begins with the typical formalities: date, time, location. But within minutes, it's clear this isn't going to be a normal interrogation. Detective Reeves opened the file and slides a photograph across the table. Evan doesn't flinch. He doesn't even look at it. "Do you know why you're here?" Reeves asks. Evan nods slowly. "Because you think I did something." That's all he says. And then silence. Not the kind of silence that fills a room, but the kind that pulls it apart. The camera captures everything. The nervous fidgeting of the younger detective, the hum of the lights, the way Evan's breathing never changes. Minutes pass. Reeves tries again. "We've been over this. Evan, you were there that night. We have you on camera leaving." Evan leans forward, finally meeting his eyes. His voice is low, almost soft. Being somewhere doesn't mean I did something. His tone isn't defensive, it's controlled, precise. Like he's leading the conversation, not following it. Later analysts would describe this footage as one of the eeriest psychological standoffs ever caught on tape. At 22 minutes in, Reeves loses patience. He raises his voice, slightly. "You think this is a game?" Evan smiles, the first visible emotion on camera. "You're asking the wrong questions," he says. Then he looks straight at the camera, breaking the fourth wall in a way that makes viewers' skin crawl. "You're watching this, aren't you?" That moment, that eerie acknowledgement, became the centerpiece of the case. Because somehow, it felt like Evan wasn't talking to the detectives anymore. He was talking to whoever was watching years later, and that's when the footage cuts to black. When the video resumes, the timestamp shows 2 hours later. The detectives look tired. Evan doesn't. He sits in the exact same position. Same posture, same faint smile. It's as if he hasn't moved at all. Detective Reeves leans forward. "Evan, you're not helping yourself. We just want the truth." Evan tilts his head slightly. Truth is a matter of timing. The younger detective, Daniels, exchanges a glance with Reeves, a look that says, "What does that even mean?" Evan notices. "You don't have to understand me," he says. "You just have to listen." Throughout the footage, he controls the pace. Every time Reeves pushes, Evan pauses. Every time the detectives change tone, from soft to harsh, from friendly to frustrated, Evan stays neutral. It's psychological chess. Experts who later analyzed the interrogation said Evan displayed high-level behavioral control, possibly even manipulative intelligence. He never raises his voice. He never denies anything outright. He simply redirects. At one point, Daniels asks, "If you didn't do anything, why not just tell us where you were?" Evan replies calmly, "Because then you'd stop asking questions, and I like hearing how far you'll go before you stop believing yourselves." It's chilling, because he means it. By the third hour, the detectives begin to lose ground. They're no longer interrogating him. He's studying them. Every silence, every sigh, every frustrated look becomes part of the strategy. Reeves finally mutters under his breath, "This guy's enjoying this." And that's when Evan says something that freezes everyone in the room. "I'm not enjoying it," he says softly. "I'm learning from it." The way he says it, without blinking, without a hint of irony, shifts the entire mood. By the end of the session, they realize what the audience already knows. Evan isn't cracking because he doesn't need to. He's not there to confess. He's there to control the story. The final interrogation takes place the next morning. Same room, same man. But this time, Evan looks different. Tired, reflective. Detective Reeves starts the camera. "Evan, this is your chance to explain. People are going to see this. You want them to understand, don't you?" Evan stares at the floor for a long time before speaking. "They won't understand. People never do. Try us." Reeves says, and then, for the first time, Evan starts to talk, not about guilt, not about innocence, but about perception. He speaks about how people see what they expect to see, how truth becomes irrelevant once belief takes over. He looks directly at the camera again. The footage isn't evidence, he says. It's a mirror. Everyone who watches it will see something different, but none of it will be me. The detectives don't interrupt. They let him talk. It feels less like confession and more like a philosophy lesson. When Reeves finally asks, "So what should we believe?" Evan gives his last answer on record. Believe whatever makes you sleep at night. Then he leans back and smiles, faintly knowingly as the tape clicks off. That final frame, Evan's calm expression frozen under the flickering light, became infamous. To this day, analysts debate whether he was a manipulator, a mastermind, or just a man who understood human psychology better than anyone expected. The footage, now public, continues to fascinate millions.